Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie and today we are making a card using products from Cat Scrappiness. We are making a card for Kendra's Card Challenge number 18. I am so excited to get this going here. I am using products called Will You Work for Craft Supplies, and guys, these are so funny and adorable. They have sentiments like will work for craft supplies. My husband said if I buy more craft supplies he will leave me. I will miss him. Will trade husband for craft supplies. Low on craft supplies, anything helps. And then we have this beautiful paper pad that has several little cute patterns in here. So I'm going to start by flipping through this for you all so you can see. There are 12 patterns, 4 of each design, and it is 6x6 pattern paper here. So got a little bit of triangles there. We got craft supplies on this one and some tone-on-tone yellow. We have some ink thingies. We have a bunch of the male and female that has the different sentiments on it. Some blue tone-on-tone. There's a couple different shades of blue there. Some scissors there, some rotary scissors, and then a bunch of the sentiments, which are just hilarious. And then so I'm going to go ahead and start by stamping out my people here. I'm actually going to be making 2 different cards. I'm going to be using my Memento black ink, and we're going to stamp the husband ones and then the wife, we'll call them, twice here, because we're going to be making 2 cards, and he'll be featured on one with one of the girls, and then the other girl will be by herself on the other card. So I'm just making sure that I get a really good layer of ink on that. Since they are brand new inks, I did kind of prep them a little bit, but then it's going to take a couple presses here. So I'm just using my stamping tool to press that down real well and make sure that it gives a very good impression here. And I kind of missed right in the middle, so we're going to press down a little bit harder, and there we go. Oh, so pretty. This is so much fun. I love that she's holding up the sign and he's just like rolling his eyes, because I don't know about you, but sometimes my husband does that to me when he sees all the craft supplies that I purchase. So then I'm going to go ahead and reposition the girl here. Like I said, I'm making 2 cards, so I'm going to stamp down the girl twice here. So today is a hop for Cat Scrappiness and Kendra's Card Challenge number 18. So there is a playlist down below with several video designers, and we're all using these products. So you'll get lots of inspiration for this new release and a lot of inspiration for Kendra's Card Challenge 18. This is Cat Scrappiness' newest release. So don't worry, she won this. It's a sticker that came on my box, and I just love that, because how many times have we said, oh, don't worry, husband, these were free. So let's go ahead and get to coloring. So I am coloring based off the pattern paper that I will be using. So I'm using a lot of blues, pinks, and for him I am going to be using some charcoal colors as well, starting out with just coloring in the skin tones. I'll do some light shading, but I'm not going to go super into a lot of different shading with these. I'm going to keep them kind of pretty simple, since I do have so much coloring to do. So if you've never heard about Cards by Kendra's challenges, what it is that she puts on a quarterly challenge where she creates 15 different card sketches using 6 sheets of 6x6 paper. She also gives us the cutting guides for all of that, and all 15 sketches with their individual measurements, all for free in a PDF. You just have to be part of her Patreon membership, and you can be the lowest level is free, and that gives you that PDF. So and then if you do go ahead and make all 15 cards, well, 18 cards this quarter, that's the fun thing about Kendra's Card Challenge number 18, is that the 15 sketches actually creates 18 cards. The last sketch creates 4 of the same card, so that's really fun. If you do go ahead and play along with us and make all those 18 cards, go ahead and take a picture of them and then upload it to the InLinkz party for that particular month. and you can be, you have a chance to win some prizes for that month, and then you'll also be entered to win for the quarterly giveaway. So lots of fun ways to win fun product, including from Cat Scrappiness. Cat Scrappiness is doing a quarterly prize package for whoever wins, and so that's really fun. They are actually a super sponsor for Kendra's Card Challenge, which means that they gifted us designers these products so we could show them off for you, and they're also giving away that prize, so that's really fun. And I love Cat Scrappiness. I have several other products, especially a bunch of their different dyes, so definitely check them out using the links down below. Now, this quarter of Kendra's Card Challenge number 18 does go through June 30th, so we have one more month left and a little over a few days here. So if you haven't played along yet, you do still have time to get your 18 cards in. So that is my coloring. I like how it came out. I did make one of the girls blonde, one of them brown hair, just based on the coloring of the pattern paper. The blue and brown haired one, I did not color all the way down to the feet because I am going to be cutting her legs off. So I decided not to color all the way down there, other than I colored her skin, but then I didn't want to color her pants and her shoes for some reason. So this first one, I am using the Will Trade Husband for craft supplies. I just thought it fit so well on the little sign, plus the little hubby will be in this card as well with her, so he's rolling his eyes at the fact that she's saying that. So I'm just bringing in my Memento ink here to go ahead and ink up that sentiment and get it on her sign here. And all of these sentiments work on this sign. They fit perfectly inside of it. So that's one of the fun things about this. I did use the coordinating dies to cut out my little peoples. I was a little off on some of them, but it's okay. It's way better than fussy cutting any day, y'all. Not a huge fan of fussy cutting. So this second one, I am going ahead and stamping the sentiment low on craft supplies, anything helps. And if you check down my description box below, you do see a lovely little mailbox of mine if you want to send me any craft supplies. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I don't know. But I love these sentiments, and they're so funny. I'm going to have to figure out who I want to send these cards to. Probably some crafty friends for sure that, understand the struggle. I love making cards, but it helps, when you get a little bit of extra here stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and make this first card. I am using sketch 14 of Kendra's Card Challenge number 18. And I'm going to go ahead and start by using some tape adhesive here and putting this pink cardstock from my stash that happened to match with the pattern paper. I'm doing it the full background here. Anything that is gray, white, or black on Kendra's sketches is for your own decision making. It can be cardstock, it could be embossed cardstock, you could stencil it, you can use more pattern paper. It's completely up to you. So I am using some pattern paper from the stack for one of the white in that sketch, and then my pattern paper for this sketch, I'm using those craft supplies because I just thought they were so cute. I am matting them on the same pink cardstock, the matching color there. I really wanted to bring out that pink. It's also why I colored the girl pink as well. I wanted everything to match, and why I kept her blonde, because then she matches the scissors that are on the pattern paper. What else is on this pattern paper? Looks like there's glue, there's a scraping tool, there's some Cricut tools, as well as tape and ink pads, and even a die cutter is on this. This is awesome. I really like this pattern paper. So I'm just trying to make sure those papers are lining up straight. And then instead of doing the oval, it does say to use any shape you want. I am just going ahead and putting these two people just straight on there without an oval or anything like that. I am going to bump up the middle of both of these people with some extra paper here, just so that they don't sink in between the pattern paper, since there is a couple layers there. So I'm just grabbing some extra scrap of that pink that I had. I'm going to be using liquid glue just because I really want to make sure it stays together, and it's just a little bit faster for me. So just making sure exactly where I need to kind of line it up on this little dude that is rolling his eyes. You know he still loves her. While I'm getting them attached, like I said, this is a playlist today, and there is a giveaway along with it. Cards by Kendra has a prize for anyone who fills out the giveaway form down below. Go ahead and fill that out, and you can get a chance to become a Patreon membership at a higher tier with her. So that's really fun, because the higher tiers, she offers a lot of different bonuses. There's monthly bonus, like sometimes there's extra card sketches or digital papers. She also sends out mini card kits or full kits depending on which tier you're in. You get handmade cards from her that she mails out to you, and just a bunch of other fun things. So definitely check that out at her website. You just have to go to kendrascardchallenges.com. That's also where the InLinkz party for each month is. If you play along with the card sketches and make a set of 18 cards, you can enter to win there as well. So she also does a monthly showcase photo for each month. She does a video for it, and if you become a member of her Facebook group and upload your photo to the albums there, she'll showcase your cards in a video. So that's fun. Plus you get a lot of inspiration for Kendra's Card Challenge, and you can inspire other people with your cards. So I decided to keep this card pretty simple. I don't add any bling or anything like that onto it. That is just my finished card right here, and I love how it turned out. The rolling eyes, they're just so cute. All right, so my second card, I am using sketch 12, and I'm bringing in some yellow cardstock this time that matches the pattern paper as some of that matting here. So I'm just making sure to line that up well with my base, and of course I had to trim off a little bit of the white because I can never get my card bases straight. I don't know what is up with me, if it's my guillotine trimmer or what, but we're bringing in some of that blue tone on tone paper. This is a different shade than the last card. There is actually two shades of blue in this pattern paper, as you can kind of see there. One is a little bit darker and bluer. The other one kind of has a little bit lighter and a little bit more green. So that's really fun. But I'm using the different pairs of scissors and rotary scissors here for this. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my little person on this square. Now I did emboss the square with one of my dot embossing folders that I had in my stash. And then I'm going to go ahead and place her on it. So the dot blue paper acts as that black matting border, and then she's my white square. So I love her. I love her so much. She does say low on craft supplies, anything helps, and then I cut off her leg, so think what you will. I am gonna go ahead and put an acrylic block on her just so she really adheres to that square, and then I'm going to go ahead and use some glue on my little flag. So I did decide to bring in that blue pattern paper, the yellow cardstock, and then that dark blue paper I also embossed as well, just to kind of keep the card really together. It brings in all those different colors, and it's really fun. I am going to pop this up, not on foam tape, but with some extra cardstock that I had left over, those tiny little strips in there. I keep my scraps probably more than I should. I always keep white. Like no matter how small it gets, I always keep white, but then the colored scraps I keep next to my working mat here, and then I use it as I go, and that way you know, I don't throw away anything until I'm completely done with this set of cards. So that's kind of a little bit of my workflow there. So adding in some more liquid glue, I'm going to put that right on top and right in the middle of those other two banners. It just gives it a little bit of dimension without creating a whole lot. So this card can still go in the mail pretty smoothly without having any extra postage. So I love acrylic blocks. I use them all the time, especially for when things are adhering to harder papers like the embossing paper and that kind of thing. Just kind of gives that extra little pressure until it adheres perfectly. So we're just going to go ahead and set her there. I love this. And this one I'm going to keep pretty simple too. I'm not going to add any other embellishment or anything like that, because I'm trying to kind of give the idea of we're low on craft supplies, so you know we can't use all of our bling. So that is my second card. So these are the two cards that I made for today's video, featuring products from Cat Scrappiness. I love these products. The release is out right now. It will work for craft supplies, so definitely check it out on their website. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Cat Scrappiness, for sending us these supplies. And then of course go ahead and check out all of Kendra's Card Challenge 18 sketches and have fun making the cards. I will see you in another video soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye.